Cordially,
Cordially, you are very cordially invited to a party.
we do hope that you can come.
You can come. We do hope that you can come to share in all the joy.
Hey guys, the Turbo FD here, and today I wanted to give my first impressions on one of my highly anticipated games this year, Batman Arkham Origins. Mind you, I still haven't finished the game, but bear with me. As most of you know, this game is a prequel to the previous two games, Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. This means this game has very high expectations to live up to, but does the prequel live up to the hype? In my opinion, I would definitely say yes.
He sent me here if he was
We're going
the
to start
killer.
off with the gameplay.
It doesn't add up.
The gameplay sticks with the formula that Arkham City's had, while still changing a few things up. For example, the detective mode has completely changed.
This crime took
It goes
place
into
days
more
ago.
details when
The
searching
fire
for
and-
clues,
the
like
fire
being able to
spread as a
recreate
result of
events that
a Molotov
happen.
cocktail thrown
This
into the
allows you to
room.
control the time between the beginning and end of the incidents.
It
Though
may
it
have
would be
been
cool if they
intended
added
to
something like
destroy
LA
evidence.
Noire, where if you miss parts of the evidence, it changes the situation later on in the game. Now let's move on to the combat. As most of you can tell from the gameplay, it looks exactly like Arkham City. This is not a bad thing though, as the combat from Arkham City was very well done. It's the usual keep attacking to build up your multiplier and the occasional dodge when the symbol appears over the enemy's head. Now there's a difference I noticed, which would be the occurrence of having to dodge. It seems in this game you constantly have to counter one right after another, which is kind of an annoyance in my opinion. Others may like it, but having to constantly counter when I want to do a combo with my items is really displeasing to me. The tone and mood of the game is what really draws me in. Bruce Wayne's mood throughout the game is really what makes it. He's still young and is barely recognized by the villains in the game. His emotions and how he handles them is really what sets it. Bruce Wayne still bears the anger of his parents' death, and you can clearly see that during cutscenes and his reactions towards others, whether it's enemies or even Alfred. Though they changed the original voice actor for Bruce, it wasn't a bad change in my opinion. The voice acting done by Roger Craig Smith really projects that hatred, as his acting is very well done.
What a sass.
Being young and naive, you will see Bruce Wayne making hasty judgments during situations instead of actually thinking them through. His lack of good choices lands him in many predicaments which could have easily been avoided. But that's how the character will grow into what we have seen in the previous games. This dark theme is perfect for this game. Let's talk about the graphics now. The game's graphics are great, and in my opinion are way better than Arkham City's. I'm currently running an Intel i7 2600K at 4.5 GHz, 8 gigs of DDR3 RAM, and SLI 770, and I get a constant 150 FPS with everything max. Though I don't use MSAA because I find FXAA better and is way less demanding. The physics is great in this game, especially with the snow and fog, and the flow of it seems very realistic. Though the overall graphics are great, there are certain parts I have seen that could have been really improved. For example, some of the character models don't look anywhere as good as the others. I have also seen textures that either didn't pop in or were just blurred out completely. Though this game is great, there are always some faults as no game is perfect. First would be finishers not working correctly for me, even though the enemy is clearly on the floor with stars over their heads. Another would be the enemy's field of view. I can easily sneak around in front of their faces and they won't even notice a thing. But there's also a problem with sneaking as well. I have run into instances where I'm hiding behind objects and for some odd reason the enemy just says, "Who is attacking us?" So far I've encountered two huge bugs that need to be patched immediately. First would be, after encountering the Penguin and receiving the hook line from Deathstroke, you're supposed to get a waypoint telling you where to go next. I didn't receive it, even after restarting the game over multiple times. I finally passed the part by having to fly all around the city until I found a building filled with cops next to a machine and decided to check it out. So, it was totally by luck. Another bug is the bottom rightmost tower. I can't climb into the vent to disable the tower because you just stay stuck hanging there. I don't know how to bypass this and I just have to wait until WB patches it. Other than that, the game is great. Overall, the game is great and definitely worth the money. With a great story and a huge amount of side quests, I can say this game will provide many hours of fun. And I haven't even tried the multiplayer yet. I would be giving the game an 8.5 out of 10. A great mood, very good acting, and fun gameplay is what makes up the game. I congratulate WB Games Montreal for not ruining the series and actually surpassing Arkham City. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed my small review. If you did, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you next time.